the bat. There we go. There we go. There we go. That's number 3. Holy cow. Look at that right there. Check out that fatty.
Hey guys, what's going on? My brother and I came up here to the Tishomingo, Oklahoma area to do some fishing. And he'd never been here before, so I wanted to show him so he could kind of see what it was all about. And we had a great time out here, and it's not too far from the actual town of Tishomingo to get into the National Wildlife Refuge. I normally don't do any spot burning stuff, but in this case I just wanted to show where it is since it's so big. It's part of the Lake Texoma complex here. Huge area of water. And of course, the fishing is great. And the interesting thing about this place is that it used to be an old plantation where they did peanut farming, and they've got a bunch of these old structures where that they left standing as kind of like a little historical thing. You can see here's some silos and some grain bins that were part of the old plantation. We're going to come back and check out this Spring Creek Pond. And it's real muddy in there, but I think we can catch some catfish. My brother loves to catfish. I'm okay with it, but I'm really mostly after bass and crappie. But in this little area here, they have 2 benches, and on those benches, there's some rails with some rod holders, and those rod holders can come in handy. And I'm sure there's crappie in here and bass will get in there, but it's something that you really gotta put a lot of work into to catch some fish. It is really dark chocolate milk water. Okay, so the spot we went to is a little bit further over. It's a bridge across the Sand Creek, and I've fished it before, and I've got some videos on that. And that bridge is awesome because it has these little outcroppings around it, and you can see those there, and there's a parking lot. And the outcroppings are cool because they've got rod holders on the rails. Now of course all that junk you see there, all the brush and lay down, that's not there. It's just because it had a big rain and it washed in there and got stuck. But there is like a log in there now, kind of near a sandbar, but you'll see that in the video. But it's a great place to fish. I've caught all kinds of stuff. You can catch crappie, you can catch white bass, striper, yellow bass, largemouth, gar are all in there, the different types of gar, catfish, blue, and channel. So it was a great time. The only problem is I had like a little chest cold, and I lost my voice, and I was going hoarse, and I sound terrible in the video. So there's a little announcement for you. Just please be forgiving with that. It's going to drive people nuts, but I'm getting over it. I still have a touch of it. But man, I sounded terrible. But we had a lot of fun out there. He had a lot of fun. And, down over here to the right, you can kind of see where the bird viewing station is. And there's the marsh out there. And a lot of migratory birds come in here, like snow geese, Canada geese, cackling geese. And this area below where the trees are, that'll flood in with water sometimes after heavy rains. And the crappie love to get in there and hang around the tree stumps. The only problem is it's infested with water moccasins and water snakes, and these water snakes aren't poisonous, but they are aggressive. And boy, they'll come right up to you, and they're not the friendliest of things that in my experience there. And of course, you see some of the structures out in the water. People will boat out there and kind of jig around them and catch big catfish in there that make nests. Crappie love to hang around there, and it's just. All this land was flooded to make the watershed of Lake Texoma, and it's kind of sad that the plantation went away, but it wasn't needed anymore. I've walked along this trail down here, fished all around it, and when the trees are down, good place to fish. And it's just a great place to come out and check out. We also went up a little bit further north and scoped out some other areas when we were done fishing here. And this is a perfect time to get out there. It's, for the fall, it's not beastly hot, and There's not a ton of bugs. It's just really pleasant to get out there. And like I was saying, it's not far from the actual town of Tishomingo. Right when you get to the high school, there's a road that kind of breaks off and goes down that takes you right to the refuge. It's a great little pizza place right there on the edge of town. In town, they've got all kinds of good stuff to, places to eat, and if you need to get groceries. And like I was saying, I don't like to spot burn, but in this case, this is such a big area. I don't mind showing where we were fishing, mainly because we need people to go to these places so that they keep funding to keep them going. The more people that come in, and it doesn't even cost you anything to get in here, but they do, keep statistics on how many cars are coming through. They have those little, I don't know what you call them, reflector things, scanner things that, pick up vehicles that come by for a count. And so it's important that we get out and visit these areas. So I just wanted to, give you guys a quick rundown on it, show you the cool spot we were at. And we'll come back here again. And, of course, I'll do it for crappie fishing in the spring. And like I was saying, we found a couple other spots further north we're going to go check out as well. All right, guys, so that's going to wrap it up. Hey, if you're new to the channel, thanks for hanging out. I appreciate it. Appreciate everyone's support. Like I was saying before, please be forgiving with my hoarseness in the fishing portion of the video. Oh, man, it was rough. It was one of the worst days of filming I ever had. But, we still had a lot of fun. All right, guys, let's get to the video.
Welcome back, fishing friends, to another adventure. I'm up here in Tishomingo, Oklahoma, at a familiar place. I'm up here with my brother, and we're going to try to catch some catfish, some bass, some crappie, all kinds of good stuff, and hopefully we'll have some good luck today. So I've got my usual rigs, a couple of 6-foot ugly sticks. I've got the 2.75-inch tube on it. I've got a Kalin's, and then I've got the micro pole where I'm going to throw some night crawlers. I'm going to start with the night crawlers first and see what we can get, and then I'm going to switch it up with some other stuff. Maybe the Berkley 3-inch minnow. May also throw the Whopper Plopper along the edges here. But anyway, thanks for hanging out with me, and if you're new to the channel, hey, I appreciate it. And as with everyone, hey, I hope everyone's having a good time with their fall fishing and things are going smooth for you. But I'm going to get rigged up and get fishing. All right, guys, we're hooked up here. My brother's got something. I need to get this pole out here, and I need to grab the net. Look, check that out. Well, I didn't get him in there. All right, check it out on a liver. First catch of the day. Nice. Is that a blue cat?
Yep.
All right.
Yeah.
You want me to take your picture of him?
Something took a chomp out of him.
Oh yeah, check that out. All right, right off the bat. Good stuff. And for the release. All right, so we got one on the board. All right, so he's got a circle hook with some liver on there. He's got a nice leader and a weight. And what size stick is that?
8 foot.
8-foot ugly stick. And what kind of reel you got there? A Shimano?
Yeah.
Okay. Looking good. So we got one on the board. Hopefully we'll get some more. The hot spot seems to be right down there where that bridge, the bridge and that giant log. Good stuff. All right, boys, we're hooked up. We're hooked up. Is it a crappie? It could be. No, it's a bluegill. All right, check it out. There he is, a little slick nickel. It's got his winter pattern. All right, so I'm on the board. Hopefully I can catch a few more. Nope, he took the bait. All right, guys, on the Berkley Twitchtail, I got something going on here. Nope. Just a false alarm. Dang, I felt a good thump on there too. Anyway, here it is. I'm rigged up on a trout magnet. Sorry for the raspy voice. I don't think I've got a cold, but I'm losing my voice. Anyway, I'm going to fire it back out there. Hopefully we can get something. Dang. Had a good thump too. All right, guys, oh my gosh. I was hooked up and I lost him. Crying out loud. Ugh. Snagged a leaf on the way up. Dang it. It was a bass for sure. Man. On the Berkley Twitchtail. There's another little square bill, a little crappie one I want to test out here. So I'm going to do that here in a few minutes. And hopefully we'll have some luck. As I was saying before, I'm losing my voice, guys, so sorry about that. I don't know what the deal is, but I got a bad case of the rasps. All right, guys, definitely something on this again. I'm going to let him take it. All right, we're going to go for it. We're going to go for it. Oh. I don't know what it is. Maybe panfish? All right, guys. I'm going to test out this little miniature square bill. It'll work for just about anything really. White bass, crappie, largemouth. And in here we've got all types of those. Even yellow bass, gar. Saw the catfish that I had the crappy net job on. Oh man. Anyway, so I'm going to test this. Is out by Cream Lures. It's just called the hard bait. Not much else on it. They're out of Tyler, Texas. And they make some pretty good stuff. I use some of their trailers on some of my swim jigs. But we're going to give this a shot. Let's see what we can get with it. Hopefully we'll hook up on a nice crappie or nice white bass. Alright guys, here we are. We're all tied up on this little on this little guy. I used a polymer knot. We're just going to fire away and hopefully we get something. Yeet, yeet. We're going to send it. Send it. Oh. Oh, it's a little... Alright guys, it's got some nice top water action. It just swims back and forth. Yeah, it looks good down there. Hopefully I can get something. Alright guys, nothing on that little square bill. So I switched over to the same company, Cream. They make this little swim bait for crappie and for bass, white bass. So I'm going to give that a shot. We're going to see what we can do with that. Alright guys, I'm still using this little swim jig. I switched over to the other side here. My brother's over there throwing a swim jig, and still got a big chunk of liver out for catfish. I've got some nice crappie and white bass here on swim jigs. So hopefully we can replicate that. Just do a nice, easy, slow retrieve. I got this 6-pound Trilene extra smooth casting line. Just bringing it in nice and easy. Dang, nothing. The wind's starting to pick up. So I've got the dead cat on the microphone, so hopefully the wind noise isn't too bad. Oh my gosh, there's fish jumping everywhere. Crying out loud, why can't I catch one? This little swim bait looks like little shad. All right, guys, I switched back to the Nightcrawler. We had a hit on the liver, but we think it was a turtle that made a run with it. We've tried everything. Top water, the Kalins, tubes, and there's just nothing going on. It's a beautiful day. It's not hot. The sun's out. I mean, this is perfect fishing weather. We got nothing going on. All right, guys, that's going to wrap it up for today. Kind of see where we are. The Sandy Creek Trail up here in Tishomingo. Caught a couple things, but it just, I don't know, the bite was rough. It was brutal today. So hopefully next time we'll be able to come back out here and catch some stuff. It's a great spot to fish. There you can see the bridge and the different areas. But we're gonna go get something to eat and then maybe check out a couple spots on the way home. And you know, hopefully we'll see if we can find another spot. If not, we're just gonna head on out. But then hopefully I get my voice back. I don't get it, crazy stuff. All right, guys, until next time, I'll see you then. Hey, I hope you're catching some good stuff out there. And until next time, bye-bye.